Hey guys, BrickQueen here with every version of Robin that LEGO has ever made. We are up to 20 different versions now, and before we look at each one, I want to know from you guys, if there's 20 Robins, how many different versions of Batman do you think there are? Let me know in the comments. Because I am getting ready to do my Batman collection very soon. So take a guess how many Batmans there are and tell me in the comments. Now I will say in my Batman collection, I don't include Bruce Wayne because I'll do a separate collection for that. In this one, I did include the three plain clothes versions of Robin, which are all three Dick Grayson. Which is not the only Robin, but the only one we have plain clothes versions of so far. But anyway, so like I said, there are 20 different versions right now, and that seems to be changing all the time. And these are somewhat in order. I didn't necessarily put the ones from the Lego Batman movie in order. I just kind of put them all together because they came out close to the same time. So let's go ahead and start with the oldest. This is the original Robin. This is the first one that we got with this little woof hairstyle. And this is the only time that we got this hairstyle for Robin, was the very first time. And, you know, this was back in, I believe 2006 is the year that this one came out. You can see there's no back printing, no second face, but there is our original Robin. And also from the original Lego Batman line, we have this version of Robin, which came out a little later. I think it came out in 2007. But this is the second version, and it's basically the same. They just gave him a different hairpiece. I kind of like the original one just because it's kind of different. But anyway, those are the first two. Those are from the original Lego Batman line. And then this is the first Robin that we got whenever DC Superheroes came out. And there's a nice red and black version of him, and of course, you know, by that point it was like 2012 when that started, so we are, you know, seeing some back printing and also a double-sided face on this version of Robin, and most of the ones that follow do have back printing and double-sided faces, most of them. After that version, we got the Lego Batman board game, which had 8 little micro figures, including this little Robin in there. I think it's kind of cool. I really like it. I like the micro figures. I know it's kind of a, you know, I don't know, a personal preference, I guess. I like them. Some people probably don't. Next up, we have this version, which has Robin with the hood and a short black cape. It's kind of similar to this one. They've changed the pants and things like that, but there's same faces you can see, and it's the same torso, because you saw the back printing was still the same. After that, we got a little short version of Robin, which I think is kind of cool. It's got a short yellow cape now, and you can see the face is different. It's got a green mask now, or back to a green mask really. The original had green mask also. And this one has tall legs, but it kept the short yellow cape. And the same face. So, as you guys are kind of watching all of this, tell me in the comments if there's anything I'm missing. Or anything that's messed up. Feel free to let me know if you see something wrong. That way I can fix it before I do my next Robin collection in the future, because they're never going to stop making Batman and Robin again. So I will be updating this later on, so if I have anything wrong, be sure to let me know so I can fix that. Next up, we have a scuba version of Robin. And it's got his little R for Robin on the suit there even. And the back printing is kind of cool. Let me kind of show you that. But first, you can take his mask off. Of course, you can take the mask off, of course. And you can actually switch this around so he does have like a regular Robin face. Let me take that off. And it does come with his hairpiece. So you can actually switch it to look a little bit more like Robin, like that. And there's the cool back printing. So that's our scuba version of Robin. And the next one is kind of a darker version of Robin. We have a darker green and red, which I think looks kind of cool. I like this version of Robin, and I really like the hairpiece for this Robin. I think it's awesome. In fact, I think this is the only one so far that's used this hairpiece. And there's the back printing. It's got the nice soft cloth cape at this point. We're starting to get that, which is awesome. And the same face that we've seen on a couple of the others before this. And next one is one that I think looks a lot like the Teen Titans one. That's not necessarily what it's supposed to be, but that's what I think it looks like. And this one had the nice green sleeves. So at this point, I know we're like halfway through. There are so many different versions of Robin. It is just kind of getting insane how many versions. But this is nothing compared to the number of Batmans, which, like I said earlier, feel free to guess the number. Who knows? I might even give a shout out to someone who guesses it right. We'll see. Next up, we have the 1960s version of Robin. And, sorry, there was a piece of fuzz attached to it. I think this is kind of cool just because it's based on the 60s. It's got the little short cape and some basic back printing. He does have his little short green sleeves and his really, really short shorts and his little green boots. And he does have a double-sided face, which is always nice to see on minifigures. And along with that, actually, I think it was even in the same set, we got this, which is Dick Grayson, played by Burt Ward from the 60s. And it just looks like a regular minifigure, but it is, basically plain clothes Robin. I decided to include it. And next up is the Mighty Micros version of Robin, which has a very amusing looking face, in my opinion. It's kind of goofy looking, but I like it. The Mighty Micros don't have a second face, or most of them don't at least, and just some very basic back printing on that. And next is another short version of Robin. This one has kind of a different looking cape because it's kind of a spiky looking, and it comes with the hood and the double-sided face, which is awesome. And finally, we're starting to get into the Lego Batman movie Robins. There are 5 different ones, 2 in plain clothes, and there are 3 different ones that are basically, they're in this outfit, but they just have different faces. That's the only difference. This is the one from Dimensions, as you can see the base there. And here's the face, and there's the other face there. And let me go ahead and look at these. Same outfit, like I said, and there's the 2 faces on that one. I'll set this right here for just a minute. And then here is the last one, and I believe this is the one that came in Arkham Asylum, if I remember right, because I think this one comes in a couple of sets. This one I think is only in Arkham, and so let me kind of pick all of these up here. These are all the different versions of him. Same outfit, just different faces. And there's one other difference, and that is actually the eyes on his little goggles he wears. The eyes are different on this one, the one for Dimensions. It's kind of odd, I think, but that's what they decided to do. So those are the different versions of Robin. And then, like I said, we do have the 2 different ones that are in plain clothes. This one, you know, really is kind of just plain clothes, and he's got the shark repellent there. That's from the Lego Batman movie minifigure series. And I'll go ahead and take his hair and goggles off. It's kind of creepy when you look at that by itself. But anyway, there's no second face on this, so he just super grinning, which is usually what he was doing in the movie. And then this is the one that he wore to the party. This nice blue sparkly jacket, and it's even got a little blue bow tie on there. And this one does have a double-sided face, and still mostly just smiling. And the last one over here, and this is not necessarily in the correct order, because at least a couple of the Lego Batman ones came out after this, but this is the only Duplo version of Robin that we have. It did come out earlier this year, I believe. So this is our Duplo Robin, which I think it's kind of neat. I like that they make these for younger kids, and they're just kind of interesting looking to me. It's kind of like a giant Robin over here, overseeing all of the little ones. So anyway, now that you have seen all 20 different versions, let me know in the comments if you have a favorite. Is it possible to pick a favorite when there are so many to choose from? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's any other collections you want to see. And don't forget to guess how many Batmans there are, and I will see you guys later.
Hey, before you go, click here to subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell by my name to turn on notifications. Or click here to see another one of our videos you might like.